بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم.
Imagine you went for your interview and you are asked, why is Surah Al-Fatiha the first chapter of the Quran? What will you say? Please stick and stay as I delve into that. Why is Surah Al-Fatiha the first chapter of the Quran? Why Surah Al-Fatiha is the first chapter of the Holy Quran? Surah Al-Fatiha, the opening, is placed first in the Quran by divine arrangement. It's not just because of the order of revelation. The scholars mention several deep reasons for this. 1. It is the essence and summary of the entire Quran. Al-Fatiha is called Kitab, the mother of the book. Every major theme in the Quran is found in these 7 verses. Tawheed, you alone we worship and you alone we ask for help. Prophethood, guide us to the straight path, the path of those Allah sent prophets to. The hereafter, master of the day of judgment. Stories of past nations, the path of those you have blessed, not of those who incurred your wrath or went astray. So it acts like a table of contents. You read Al-Fatiha first and the rest of the Quran explains it in detail. 2. It teaches us how to approach Allah before receiving His book. Before Allah gives us laws, stories and guidance in the rest of the Quran, He teaches us adab, how to talk to Him. Al-Fatiha is entirely a conversation with Allah. It starts with praise, then recognition of His lordship and mercy, then asking for guidance. This teaches the Muslim, don't just read the Quran to collect information, read it to connect with Allah. 3. It is the most recited surah, so it was placed first. We recite Al-Fatiha at least 17 times a day in the 5 obligatory prayers. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, there is no prayer for the one who does not recite the opening of the book. By placing it first, every Muslim starts their reading of the Mus'haf with the surah they use most in worship. It makes the Quran immediately practical. 4. It contains the 3 types of Tawheed. Scholars break it down like this. Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, Lord of the worlds. Allah is the creator and sustainer. Tawheed al-Asma' wa Sifat, the most merciful, master of the day of judgment, His names and attributes. Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah, you alone we worship. Worship is for Him alone. So the foundation of Islamic belief is laid in the very first surah. 5. It is a dua and it was placed first as an answer. The Quran is Allah speaking to us. Al-Fatiha is us speaking to Allah. When you say guide us to the straight path, the rest of the 114 surahs are the answer to that dua. The Quran then proceeds to explain what that straight path actually is. Imam Ibn al-Qayyim said, Al-Fatiha contains the cure for the hearts. Whoever is cured by it, the Quran will be a cure for him. 6. Historical and compilation reason. When the Quran was compiled in the time of Abu Bakr and Osman rahimahullah, the companions agreed to start the Mus'haf with Al-Fatiha, even though the first surah revealed was Al-Alaq. This was by Tawqifi order, meaning the Prophet, peace be upon him, himself instructed the scribes where each surah goes. Jibreel would tell him the placement. In short, Al-Fatiha is first because it is the key. It teaches belief, worship and supplication. It summarizes the Quran and it is the dua that the rest of the Quran answers. It's like walking into a palace. Before you go into all the rooms, you stand at the door and praise the king and ask him to guide you inside. That door is Al-Fatiha. Would you like me to also break down the meaning of each of the 7 verses and how they connect to the rest of the Quran?